Known as the MIND diet, M-I-N-D, it consists of foods which will focus on brain health. So what are they and how can we best work them into our weekly recipes? Here to explain more is clinical nutritionist Sarah Lorenzo. Sarah, good morning.
Good morning,
Talk
Basil.
us through the MIND diet and what it actually means.
Okay, so the MIND is an acronym for Mediterranean-Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay.
Okay.
So it's a hybrid of the Mediterranean, yes, the Greeks
Got that
again,
bit covered, you beauty.
and the DASH diet. So DASH is an acronym for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. Hypertension's high blood pressure.
Sure.
It was created in 2015 in America, and basically the principles and objectives of the MIND diet are to reduce our risk of dementia and slow down the progression of brain cell death.
Okay.
So dementia is actually the slow progression of brain cell death, and sadly we have no cure.
All right, so how does the MIND diet help us decrease our risk of developing Alzheimer's?
Okay, so what happens is there is actually 5 lifestyle behaviours we've got. The studies were done over in the UK and in America. So first of all, if you adhere to these five lifestyle behaviours, you will lower your risk of dementia by up to 60%, including family history. Lifestyle behaviours are the MIND diet, exercises for your brain, so crossword, exercising your body 150 minutes a week, of course not smoking, and cessation of alcohol, limiting alcohol.
Right,
sorry.
so
Yes.
not wiping it out altogether,
No,
but
you can
keeping an eye.
still live.
All right, so what are the foods we want to include in our diet? What are the ones we want to avoid, and how can we get it into our diet?
Okay, so basically the MIND diet's kind of done you look at it over a week. So the only fruit they recommend is berries. Berries are antioxidant rich.
Okay, there's the
Antioxidant,
berries.
of course, fights free radicals, stopping cellular damage. And of course, it's grains 3 times a day, so I've got different kinds of grains there. The focus is on green vegetables. You'd be having them at least 5 times a week. Nuts you definitely would be having 5 times a week. Only cooking in olive oil.
Okay.
And then, of course, you're allowed to have a glass of wine a day.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and so basically the only meat allowed is chicken twice a week and fish once a week.
Rightio.
So you'll be getting a lot of your proteins with your beans.
Okay.
So that's kind of what we're including.
That's what we want in. Now, this is what we want out.
Okay, so because it's a combination, as I said, a hybrid of the other 2 diets, what we're doing is we're avoiding our saturated fats. So that's things like, of course, the red meat and the cheese. And trans fats, as you would see in things like the fried food there and the margarine. And, of course, common sense, the junk food there.
All right,
Yes.
now, how can we best work it into? What do we got up there?
No.
I get very excited at the end.
This is so exciting. I created this recipe based on the MIND diet principles.
Right.
So what I've done is, this is blueberry oat pancakes. This is fantastic. So what I've done is I've made an oat flour and I've used a nut milk and blended it together with a banana instead of using the egg. And then I've just lightly fried it in the olive oil, because that's the only cooking principle. And then roasted some almonds on top, and I've just garnished it with a bit of milk. So this is so low fat, there's no added sugars in it. You, Basil,
I know this is not very, I know, but I'm just going to tear a little
I should have brought you a knife and fork. Now, that is amazing.
That is another winner.
You know what? A ripe banana in a pancake is incredible.
Oh, that's good. We're going to put the details up on our website, sunrise.com.au. Sarah, as always, informative and very tasty.
Thank you, Basil. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Here's my name.
We've been making those at home,
aren't they
Sarah's
great?
pancakes at home. They're brilliant.
You need to try it with the oat flour.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that with some maple syrup. Kids love it too. Thank you so much.